But yeah,
Yeah.
maybe look at the effects of things like if you meditate, if you're kind to people, if you work hard at 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 meaningful tasks, you'll kind of see, your house is more in order. Literally, your room and house will be cleaner, but also your whole life will maybe be more flowing in order. You struggle with appetites at all?
Oh, yeah, it's like I'm kind of naturally like physically lazy and like I like to eat and I have a condition that makes me feel more tired. So the one appetite I struggle with is kind of food and wanting to just rest all the time. So yeah, I kind of get the instant gratification of the appetite to kind of laze around and stuff. But then in the long term, like I feel worse about myself and like unhealthy. So my actual need for taking care of my health isn't wasn't met
Hmm.
because I neglected that for like an, a short term like affection that would only felt good in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also live in a world, this has been much commented on, but we live in a world that feeds our affections, um, the marketing and the consumerism and things. I mean, they're trying to get us to eat food we don't need to eat
Hmm.
when we're not naturally sort of hungry and consume all kinds of things that are not good for us. I think we've talked in a previous podcast the idea of Eric Fromm's differentiation between being and having needs. So that seems like a really good. I don't know. It seems like it impugns maybe our consumer culture. Uh, but do you remember this idea? We have being needs like for love, and we have having needs. We need some property, some food, and everything.
Oh, okay.
But the John Vervaeke points out that we companies will often give us modal confusion. They'll give us confusion as to which mode we're in, whether we have a being need or a having need. So we have a need for love or a need for maturity, but the market tries to tell us, well, for your need for love, you can have something, buy something,
Mhm.
sex like pornography or, something like that, or,
Yeah.
OnlyFans or something. I don't know. You have
Yeah,
a
I'm
need
thinking.
for connection for sexual congress or communion or whatever without sounding too much of a prude or something. But yeah, here's a product for you, or here's a transaction for you, or you have a need for maturity, for independence, and here's a car, or although car is a little bit different because that can give you without all the bells and whistles and the shininess and the social competition. I mean, that can give you. But anyway, yeah, they're feeding on this idea. You need a new car. It will give you identity. It will, you know, yeah. So that's called modal confusion.